When Pakistan started off proceedings in the Trinidad Test, many of the viewers, many of the critics were of the view that Pakistan will face, hiccups against the home team, the West Indies. Uh, they started off quite brilliantly. You got to admire that with open heart that Pakistan bowlers were absolutely brilliant at the outset. Though Kevin Hodge, Shea Hope made strong recovery for their side, but all of a sudden they collapsed the windows in the end, and they dwindled out for 311. So that is a quite recovery for Pakistan, and all the hard work put up by Muhammad Abbas and Muhammad Ali in particular. Khurram Shahzad also bounced back, and so did Amir Jamal. And of course, Ali Usman, who will play as all rounder. So he was fair enough on his debut. But you got to give credit to Pakistan bowlers because there has been debate going on since the debacle against Bangladesh that Pakistan are not producing a rapid bowler who can click over 140 with consistency. But it's all about maintaining the line and length in Test cricket because Test cricket is a real test. So in this regard, you got to lavish your praise on Abbas and Muhammad Ali, who really worked hard, pulled up spells with trials, tribulations, but they were absolutely brilliant. Shown great resistance, patience, temperament was there, and that was the reason that Abbas picked up three and Ali scooped up 4 wickets and contained the Windies batters on 311. Subsequently, there were many questions, particularly in the mind of Pakistan's fans, that how will Pakistan's batting will proceed against the Windies bowling attack, and yeah, they lost early wicket in Azana West, but it was the brilliance showcase by the due in Mamul Haq, and obviously the former skipper of Pakistan's test team, Shan Masood. They were fabulous, and yeah, I admit that Shan Masood was off to a jittery start, but he made a great recovery. You got to admire that he made a great recovery and played some classy shots, shown great resistance against the West Indies bowlers in Trinidad. Remember that Brian Lara Cricket Academy is hosting its first ever Test match. So yeah, it's historical. It's a historical match, and Pakistan will look to turn the tide for themselves because they are looking for that consistency, and unfortunately they got dropped at the hands of Bangladesh. While West Indies, on the other hand, you got to say that yeah, they played well against Sri Lanka in the red ball series, but still they are a long way to go. And secondly, they missed out the direct qualification. They got a solid chance to qualify for the 50 over World Cup next year, but unfortunately they were absolutely horrendous in terms of their display because they went on to win the first ODI against the New Zealand, and in a row they lost three consecutive matches, and subsequently they lost series to the Black Caps. They won the consolation match, but yeah, that was late, and now they will have to go through to the qualifiers, and yeah, that would not be easy considering the new format inducted by the ICC for the next year's World Cup. So it would be challenging for the West Indies. But yeah, they should have that self belief considering their rich history. The talent is there, but talent should be refined. So right now, Shan Masood was absolutely brilliant because he is snubbed from the captaincy and playing his first match after that. And yeah, there can be some thoughts that can make you to think that what happened, but this is not the case for Shan Masood so far. He was absolutely brilliant and got to admire that. Absolutely brilliant to watch that he shown great resistance with the bat, shown great control as well, and he will be very pleased with the kind of composer he shown today. So right now, Pakistan will take on the West Indies on day three with on a high note because they will start the proceedings on 199 for 3. And yeah, they lost Babar Azam of late, who was looking good for his 23. But yeah, Jaden Sales was putting all out efforts to contain the Pakistan batters, and finally he reaped benefit by striking off late, scooping up the wicket of Pakistan skipper Babar Azam. But yeah, West Indies bowlers really need to work hard today on day three to make a comeback this test match. Otherwise, things will get too late for them because this is the day, important one, day three, and Pakistan will try to compile as many runs as they can to ensure that their bowlers will have enough to bowl and try to restrict the wind days. And even there, that thing will be there in their mind that they will look to not bat on uh, the second innings. They will look to just wrap up their batting in this innings by putting staggering total. But West Indies have the chance. Test cricket is a funny game, interesting game. You got to believe one session can just change the pose of the game as well. So the Windies bowler, everybody, Ravi Rampal, Riyad Amret, they will have chat with their boys and they will try to make a comeback against the Pakistan batters. Right now, Pakistan can have that belief that yeah, they are on the front foot against the Windies because, and I also believe that the Windies team have taken maybe little bit Pakistan light because I had listened to some of the ex-cricketers from the Caribbean. They before the series they were of the view that this is not the Pakistan team that they should feel threatening, and they were of the view that West Indies can easily win the series by 2-0. So this is test cricket. You cannot just say things subjectively. You got to focus on the field, try to show resistance, try to show your temperament. And I know there are a lot of going in Pakistan cricket recent times, shortcomings, debacle, continue to hit Pakistan cricket, but still the talent is there, and it's all about the confidence. And now Pakistan, right now, if we talk about this match, Pakistan have gained that momentum. Now, yeah, and in the past it happened that Pakistan all of a sudden lost the plot and collapsed subsequently. But this time around, one thing was very different, and that was that Pakistan took calculated risks at the outset of the match. Shan was a little jittery, but he then gained that control, and Pakistan was scoring over for run rate over 4. So this was something very different from this Pakistan side. At least they went on to take risks as well, and that risks went in their favor. So this was the thing I think so that was missing. And on the other side, remember, Pakistan batters then shifted their gear, and they just transformed their game plan into defensive approach of late, and that was a great tactics, you got to say. And right now, I think so. The session when they might look to take on the Windies bowlers with contempt, and then you never know, they will once again shift their pendulum, and maybe they shift to defensive mode. So this is the beauty of test cricket. You test the opponents as well, and this is all about endurance. And Pakistan right now, They are having that momentum. But for more importantly for the West Indies, they will look to uh, take the Pakistan batters, drag the Pakistan batters to the back foot at the outset of the day three, because otherwise things will get late for them. Though Pakistan are still trailing over 100 runs, but they will feel confident because plenty of batting to follow yet. Rizwan to come, and many other batters. Even Ali Usman can bat, who is debutant. So Pakistan got depth in their batting, and Agha and Masood will definitely look to show significant resistance against the Caribbean bowling attack. And but West Indies really need to ball with discipline, because off late Jaden Seals was brilliant. Apart from him, West Indies were shaky with the ball. They lacked discipline, and they only went on to ball probably four maiden overs. And Pakistan bowlers at the outset, if you talk only about Muhammad Abbas, so he bowled more maiden overs than the entire West Indies bowling department. So this is the thing, you got to have that discipline. I was listening to the one of the commentators, and he was saying that Pakistan is scoring runs very easy. Runs are coming easily, not Pakistan scoring runs easily. Runs are coming easily. They it seemed as if they were not giving credit to the Pakistan batters, and they were giving that credit to the pitch. So that doesn't make any sense. At least you got to acknowledge the prowess of any of the team who is playing, because you are doing commentary, so you should need to remain partial. Though Bishop is one of the legendary commentator, he is absolutely brilliant, legendary commentator. And obviously Samuel Badri is also doing exceptional job in the commentary box. But yeah, some of the other commentators, they just speak in that way that looked a little bit, weird. Anyhow, Pakistan will definitely try to continue from where they left on day two. And Shan Masood has been the pillar for Pakistan on the day two. He is on the verge of notching 100. And one thing he will look to is to improve his batting average, and otherwise he will be very happy. He's playing for Pakistan since 2013, so this is the thing, the player of his class would love to improve his batting average. But right now, importantly, what thing will be in his mind is to add value to this Pakistan team, and he's adding so far. He's a senior pro. He got over 13,000 first class runs with the average of 40. So stats clearly say that he is a pro of the game, and this is the opportunity for him to extend his innings to a big one, make this test memorable for not only himself but for the entire green shirts, because they are off to a solid start, Pakistan. And this is the thing, they were missing for quite some time against Bangladesh team. They were absolutely horrendous with their performance against South Africa, not the results they wanted. And even against the West Indies side, who toured in the end of 2024 and the outside of 2025, they lost one to them as well, when their vice captain Jamil Varikan was absolutely fabulous with the ball, went on to register record at the historic venue of Multan. So he bowled good. Some of the balls were quite brilliant by Varikan yesterday. But let's see how he will proceed with the bat. Right now, both of the batters, though Aga has yet to get off the mark, but Aga is one of those players in this Pakistani team who loves to play spin, and one of the most consistent batters in the recent times. Aga in T2, in tests and ODIs. Yeah, T20 is debatable for him, but in tests and ODIs, Aga and Rizwan were fabulous so far for the Pakistan team. And so they will feel confident because the platform is there with them. and they will only look to capitalize from here on. But yeah, West Indies, they're in semis. West Indies will look to stage a comeback right now, and let's see how the weather goes. Because we had the spells of inclement weather back on day one, but yeah, day two remained okay, and no play spoiled. Let's see how things go in go on day three in terms of the weather conditions. But right now, Pakistan will look to get as many runs on the board as they can to give their bowlers good runs to contain the Windies batters on their second innings. But you got to admire Shea Hope. He is their consistent performer of the West Indies, though he missed out scoring runs against New Zealand in second, third, fourth ODIs, and West Indies lost the series. So they are heavily reliable side on Shea Hope, and this is not a good side for them because they should have some other players as well. But when you talk about Test cricket, so Kevin Hodge was very resilient and played proper textbook style cricket, and even Tejnarayan Chanderpaul was absolutely defensive, brilliant with his approach, who missed out scoring big runs but shown great resistance, played laboured knock. But West Indies will be very disappointed that they could not extend their score to over 400. If that was the case, they might have a psychological advantage as well, as they can contain the Pakistan batters, maybe. But right now, Pakistan will be over the moon because when your senior pro is scoring runs, you feel very comfortable. And right now, Pakistan are on driving seat clearly. Yeah, that. But day three will be the decider that how they approach to their game. But there was a debate going on that what happened to Pakistan's pace, what happened, why there is no bowler who can click over 140. I agree, one of the bowler who can bowl consistently over 140 can add that flair to the bowling battery, but it is also pertinent to note that it doesn't matter all the time that you have to have that fiery bowler in your bowling lineup. It's all about hitting the ball and line, proper line and length. Bowling with line and length can do favors for your team, and that requires heart. And Abbas and Ali, both of them shown that heart. They poured with great consistency, and I wonder why people are under estimating this young lad. This lads, not young, but they are quite, you know, energetic to perplex the batters by working hard, by believing, and the West Indies bowlers can learn from them. You know, you talk about Jimmy Anderson. He's a legendary contemporary, one of the great bowler to play cricket, and he wasn't that quick, but he was absolutely unplayable with his wobble seam, with his magical abilities to deceive the batters with his variations. Still, he's playing county because of his fitness, his resilience, his passion. So it's not all about pace all the time. Yeah, modern day cricket demands to have that flair, having rapid fire bowlers, but still accuracy, discipline come first for me. And Pakistan bowlers were so far clinical, though they bowled with great patience. Not easy to bowl in the conditions, was good for batting, but they really put efforts and reap benefits in the end, containing the West Indies for 311. It was a great recovery. If you remember that they were 194 for 3 on day one. So they lost Hodge, who compiled only one run on day two. Shehop shown resistance, and what a player he is, he will be disappointed that he could not notch his another 100. But since his test returns, he compiled 350s and two centuries. So he is absolutely brilliant. Have your say in the comment section. We'll join you again. Omer Zahir signing off.